Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'd like to take a look at something a little bit different and take a look at the British Army Cadet Patrol Ration Pack. Now this is 5 individual meals designed for a 24-hour period, and it is specifically made by a company for the Army Cadets. So let's get this on a table and see what these packs contain. So as you can see, I have here on the table the British Army Cadet Patrol Ration Pack. Now this one has slightly expired. Its best before was 04/2019, but hopefully everything should be okay. And they come in a simple Ziploc bag. So let's get out these contents and see what this bag contains. Now, straight off, we have the breakfast component. There is a prep pack. Looks like everything is clearly labelled on the outside of the bags. We have a snack pack 1. We have a snack pack 2. And last but not least, we have the dinner component. So that is the 5 individually bagged components. So let's get these open and see what these packs contain. Now I think it's only right that we should actually start opening the breakfast module first, and it says on the packet it contains a flavoured powder drink, breakfast biscuits, jar of paste. So looking around the packs, they are foil packs, and there is a little tear slit there at the top notch, but I think I'm going to bring in another one of my little knives from my collection. This is just a simple boot and belt knife, bit of universal sort of thing, made by a US company, Digo. I've not really noticed the name, but there you go. So let's use that just to open these this time. Nice and sharp, went through as if that pack wasn't even there. I do like to keep knife sharp. A blunt knife isn't worth anything, and it's pretty dangerous as well. So we have a white chocolate and strawberry cereal bar, and this looks like it's a local store own brand. There is a everyday Tesco ham and beef paste. So these are Tesco store brand items. So a beef paste, ham and beef paste, which is like a pate, and we have a British Army orange drink. So that is breakfast. Now it does look very small, but you do need to bear in mind the Army Cadets are youngsters. They're under, I think they're under 17, I may be wrong with that, but they actually start quite early and they go up to the age where you can actually join the regular army. So portion sizes probably reflect that. So that is the breakfast. Let's have a look at the prep pack next. And again, I think I'll just use the knife. It's quick, it's easy. So what do we have in the prep pack? Wow, pretty impressive looking pack there. So we actually have 2 options drinking chocolates. There is 3 Nescafe coffees. There is 3 standalone tea bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whiteners, obviously 1 for each beverage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sugars, again 1 for each beverage, a salt and pepper, 2 Oasis, same as what they have in the British ORP, water sterilising tablets, so 2 litres of water, and a little pack of wooden book matches. So quite a lot inside the little prep pack. Move that to one side. I think we should go, there doesn't appear to be any lunch component, but 2 snacks, so I'm assuming you're meant to snack throughout the day. So you have breakfast, snack throughout the day, and a lunch at dinner at night. So this is snack pack 1. And we have a cherry Millenium Bar. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barley sugars or candies, and a packet of Wrigley's extra gum. That was in snack pack 1. Let's have a look in snack pack 2. So in snack pack 2 we have another cherry Millenium Bar, energy bar. There is an old favourite, a Kendall mint cake, an old British favourite. There is another chocolate and strawberry cereal bar, another single sterilising tablet for 1 litre of water, and again a British Army out of the ORP orange energy drink. So up to now they're not actually containing a lot of food, a lot of snacks and drinks, a breakfast basic component, and that leaves us with a dinner. So let's find the best end to open the dinner. I think I'll just take it off the top there. Now, what do we have here? So, a tin of tuna chunks in brine. There is a standard cup of soup, which is a tomato and vegetable, and that does look like it's being compromised there. Contents do feel okay, so hopefully it's not suffered too badly. And we have some instant chicken noodles. So, oh, there's something else jangling in the bottom. A little P38 style can opener. Okay, so this is the contents of the Army Cadet Ration Patrol Pack, or Patrol Ration Pack. Looking at it, it is designed obviously for the younger person. A lot of sweets, a lot of snacks, easy to make, on the go food, which the younger people in the Army Cadets should be able to handle. So let's come back with some of this on a tray and with what I would consider breakfast. So, welcome back to the breakfast component, which I now have out on the tray. And if you can remember, there wasn't a lot to it. There was some ham and beef paste, which is a store-bought variety, a simple cereal bar. I've chosen to have a coffee and the orange juice. Also one of the barley sugars out of the snacks. So, first thing I notice, this is a pate, or a style of pate. What do I put it on? As I said, these are made to subsidise the cadets, so I'm going to bring in my own British Army biscuits brown, which I have left over from another ration, and we shall use them. I'm assuming the cadets would be expected to have some other crackers or biscuits. Now, unfortunately, it looks like these particular ones have had a bit of battle damage, so we'll just get a couple of them out. Quite battle damaged. And I think we'll start with mixing up the drinks. So, orange beverage powder. This is the one you find in the British Army ORPs. So let's just get those made up quickly. Strong smell of orange coming from there as you open it. A lot of powder. It says 375 mils. I'll bring in a US MRE spoon because again there was no spoon. In this ration. It's extremely basic. Get as much water in there as I can because that's about a 300 ml glass, so we'll be short of water, so it'll be quite strong. Rinse the spoon off. And I think we'll also have one of the standard Nescafe coffees. I think we all know by now what a Nescafe coffee looks like, so it's a creamer. And a sugar. Just standard looking coffee and creamer. The creamer looks like it's a little bit compromised, a little bit clumpy, but I'm sure it will mix fine. Okay, rinse the spoon. So, let's have a quick look at the white chocolate and strawberry cereal bar. This does feel a little bit soft, but it appears okay. A little bit soft, a little bit chewy, falling to pieces. These actual are a budget brand, a store budget brand, the component. And we'll open the ham and beef paste. Now, paste is very familiar to everybody here in the UK. It's a form of pate, usually very soft. I'm just wondering what, I think I need to bring in my German, which I've not used for quite a while, knife, fork, spoon set. Huge spoon. You think the British sporks are big? Look at the size of that spoon. Nice fork. A knife. And the tin opener and can opener. But all we need today is the knife. So, nice and soft, nice and creamy. Just a basic style pate. Try, oops, those biscuits brown really have took a lot of damage. And we'll take a bite of that. Nice and soft, nice and creamy, standard meat pate. There's no liver flavour to these, none whatsoever. It's purely a flavour of ham and beef, no liver back taste like most pates. Nice and soft, nice and flavoursome, standard spread that we have here in the UK. But it's a very nice, very simple component. excuse me, a large bite of cracker, but without the crackers you would have to eat it as it is. Perfectly palatable, just not very calorific, not many calories, but nice simple ham and beef paste spread. Have a taste of the orange, which we've all seen many times before now, the ORP orange. It is a standard artificial orange, good quality, not overly coloured, but it is artificial, you can tell, but it's a nice quality one. And a standard Nescafe Coffee. It is what it says on the tin. It's a Nescafe instant coffee. And fine. Let's get, I say finally, but there's one more little component there. Take a look at the cereal bar. Very simple, very basic cereal bar. It's falling to bits. It's not holding together well. It's very crumbly, which is unusual for cereal bars. It's sweet, it's crispy, it's not very sticky, not holding it together well. Little flakes of white chocolate, a few cranberries in there. Very basic, simple cereal bar, and an old British favourite, a barley sugar to finish off, which is the standard again, sort of hard candy. It's hard. It would keep you going. No way I can bite that. That will just be in your mouth for about 20 minutes. A big solid block of hard barley sugared, which is a standard British flavoured candy. So that is the main components of the breakfast. Very basic, very simple, but as we keep saying, this is designed for an Army Cadet and a youngster. So let's move on to lunch and dinner. Welcome back to the lunch component of this ration, and the first thing that you might notice is there is actually no lunch component. All we have is a huge selection of snacks and sweets and repeat items. I'm assuming these are meant to be consumed throughout the entire length of the day, so it's just snack, snack, snack right up until the evening meal. On this side of the tray are basically repeat items, so I'm not going to open those. You've seen them once before, or you're going to see them in a moment. And on this side of the tray seems to be the new components. I also have a orange drink left over from the breakfast, so I won't be opening the orange instant energy drink. And again, different packet but same item. So for lunch I'll probably be looking at a drinking chocolate, and this is a low calorie 40 calorie options. Obviously I could make this into a mocha, got plenty of coffees and sugars and whiteners, but I've already had the Nescafe Coffee, so we should just go straight for the plain chocolate. Again, bring in a MRE spoon. Just give that a spoon of rinse. And again, it seems a little bit ironic, but these are actually the low calorie ultra light versions. When you have this much sugar, there seems little point putting the low calorie chocolate in there, but there you go. Simple drinking chocolate, but it is a nice quality, nice decent chocolatey hot drink. Now, snack, 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 all day long. The ones which we've not seen yet would be the Millenium Cherry Bar. Obviously, we have the Wrigley's Extra Gum and the Kendall Mint Cake. All of the rest are just basically replicating those all over again. So, let's have a look at the Millenium Bar. 400 calories. Low in sodium, so low in salt, but 400 calories. There's a lot of calories there. So that means for the 2 Millenium bars, 800 plus calories just in those. All bad calories, I'm sure. So let's have a look at those. They are purely an energy source. They don't say they're a protein bar. So it's pure, all about the sugar. Okay. So it's a nice thick compressed biscuit or cookie style bar, not overly hard. There is a smell of almond marzipan, we would say in the UK. Artificial cherry flavour to that. It's chunky. It's full of sugar. I can feel the sugar crystals as I chew. An almond and cherry flavouring. For an energy bar, you just know that's a good, easy to eat energy source. Very nice, very tasty. Very similar to some of the cookies we have here in the UK. All butter cookies, shortbread biscuits. Very similar to a shortbread or all butter cookie. A taste of the ORP orange again, just to clear the palate. And because this is an old British favourite, and I know if you don't live in the UK you might not have heard of these, again, it's one of the very first energy bars. These were taken on the Mount Everest expeditions, and literally one of the world's first energy bars, well known in the UK, and it is pretty much a compressed block of sugar. Nice little bit of crystals in there. I don't know if you can see the patterning, but it is a compressed sugar with a mint flavouring. So it's quite soft. It's not hard and crispy like a hard candy. It's snappable. Very strong mint. Very strong peppermint flavour, peppermint spearmint flavour. Very nice, very palatable, but again, absolutely packed with sugar energy, glucose energy, empty calories, but another huge energy bar. Very nice, very tasty. Very, very energy rich. Absolute death by sugar. I'm starting to feel it already. Millenium bars, Kendall cake, chocolate, barley sugars, orange drinks, but these are energy drinks, again full of sugar, not very healthy. And of course we have, most people would know, the Wrigley's Extra Gum, a full pack, and it is the standard Wrigley's Extra. Not with 4 resale, which means it came from a multi-pack, a pack of 5. It is standard peppermint Wrigley's Extra. Lots of flavour, lots of mint, medium firm gum, nice crispy shell, a nice quality mint gum. So that is the lunch component. Basically a just mass array of sugar rich energy boosting items. So let's come back with the evening meal or dinner. and welcome back one more time for this evening meal or dinner. Now, after a day of running around getting ADHD or diabetes from that mass amount of sugar, I don't know which I'd get first, I'd like to settle down for a nice healthy dinner. Now, in this ration we have some vegetables in the form of tomato and vegetable instant soup, so nice and healthy again, I'm sure. We have some really healthy tuna in salt, quite a lot of sodium in the brine, but it is tuna. And of course we have some wholesome noodles. And to go with that, we'll have a simple cup of tea. Now, both the noodles and the soup need a little bit of preparation, and the actual noodles do need cooking or microwaving on a hob for 3 minutes. So I'm going to pause it there and I'll come back with the components ready to eat. So I now have most items prepared. The noodles required 250 millilitres of water and then boiling for 3 minutes with the chicken flavour sachet that was in there. I've opened the tuna and drained most of the water off, so I'll just remove the lid now, most of the brine. I've made my tea and it just leaves the vegetable component of this 24-hour ration, the tomato and vegetable Bachelors cup of soup. Now again, everybody in the UK would be familiar with these. These are a regular store-bought brand of soup, instant soup. Just try not to spill it all over my table. Now this packet was compromised, it had a little split in it, so I'm hoping it's still okay, but it is a powdered soup there with a few dried vegetables. And we'll just give that a bit of a mix. And it does says cup, but from experience I know these things usually prefer 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup, then they tend to thicken a lot better. So we'll just leave that to do its thing. And I'll start off by having a look at the tea. Now this did come as a single round tea bag, not separately packaged, so it's come out of a multi-pack of 40 or 80 tea bags. That is poor quality tea. I've no idea what brand that is, but it is one of the cheapest brands the vendor could find when he put these packs together. Oh dear, it's bitter, it's sour, it is everything that is wrong with a good cup of English tea. To be honest, that's fit for the sink, down the sink. Okay, so noodles, followed the instructions carefully on the pack. These are store-bought budget brand noodles. Not there's anything wrong with budget brand noodles, but for the price I had to pay for this ration, I'm starting to, you might know by my tone of voice, starting to feel a little bit disappointed, to say the least. They're soft, they're seriously lacking flavour. They could do with some extra sauce, some chili sauce or some barbecue sauce, just something to give it flavour. Supposed to be chicken. There's a taste of some sort of stock cube in there, bouillon cube I think you call them in the US, but not what I would call chicken. They're soft, they're flavourless, they're sticky. And the tuna, again, probably the most healthy component in this entire ration. It is tinned, canned tuna. Shame again it had to be in saltwater brine. I do like the saltwater brine canned tuna. It does add a lot of flavour, but you also know that it's full of salt. If that was the main component that had salt, it wouldn't be a problem, but thinking about the overall quality and nutritional content of this whole ration, it was quite disappointing that they didn't use the spring water version. Try again. It is canned tuna, not a lot of taste. Everybody knows what canned tuna is like. Try a little bit in with the noodles. Doesn't do anything. In fact, that's the most unenjoyable bowl of noodles and tuna I've ever eaten, to be honest. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. And the tomato and vegetable soup. There is some little round croutons, little round pasta pieces in there, some croutons. I don't know if you can hear, the croutons are still crispy. Not a lot of flavour. I think a lot of that must have escaped out of the packet. Doesn't seem like it's thick enough. Very watery, very unflavorful, if that is a word, very flavour lacking. So I'm going to leave it there. Is this the worst possible ration I've ever eaten out of all of my rations? I'm going to say yes. This has to be the least nutritious, most sugar laden, most unappetising ration I have ever eaten. And the biggest worry is this is being sold to our young boys and girls who are in the Army Cadets. They should be learning about good nutrition, building their body strength for joining the army, not filling themselves with this, dare I say, rubbish, or as the US would call it, trash. So I'm going to let you make up your mind. Leave it here. Is this the worst ever ration, nutritional wise, that you've possibly ever seen? And I'm going to leave you with that thought. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. Thank you and goodbye.